Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Who You Got. We are your home for NHRA and drag racing betting and gaming insights. This week, we're in the STL, right down the road from our DI office here in Missouri, for the NHRA Midwest Nationals. I'll be joined soon by the tag team experts of drag racing, Elin Warner, the brains of Drag Race Bracket Bonanza, and Russ Simmenmaker, the mastermind of Winlight Bets. We have a special guest this week, my co-worker and host of DI's Reaction Time weekly show, Kayla Zadel. I'm your host, JT Hudson from Drag Illustrated, and we're about to send it to the water box. So strap in and join us for episode 9 of Who You Got. It's time to get in the game, but remember, folks, gambling money has no home. Let's get it. What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Good. How about you?
Doing good.
Doing great. Ready for another
3 in a row.
3 in a row. Man, it's been busy, hasn't it?
I need about 6 in a row to dig myself out of my hole. I'm making progress. But I'm just going to copy all Kayla's picks this week.
Okay. I did a little homework, so I think I'm ready.
Wait 1 second. Is that allowed? JT, is that allowed? Are we going to let
homework
copy somebody's homework?
No.
Well, and also, just so you guys know, Kayla gets Denzy's Deetz a day before you guys.
Oh my goodness.
I do. So I studied them up.
She's got it. She's got an in with Abby. So they've got a whole little side hustle going of just getting the Denzy's Deetz for Drag Illustrated social media. So, which we appreciate greatly. Those are some of the highest.
We appreciate it too because that content is gold. You know, it really is.
And let me tell you, you leave Erica or Mason McGahey or a couple Tough Fuel guys off that, who do you think's going to win? I hear about it in the staging.
You hear about it?
It's very funny.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee you.
It is very comical who will come up to you and be like, "What? I saw who you picked to win. Why wasn't I one of those people?" And I was like, no shame in my game. Hey, man, I didn't pick those people. Kayla did at Drag Illustrated.
Thanks for blaming me, and I'm going to blame Denzy. I want to say he's the one who's picking them, not me. I just make the graphic and post it.
Well, last week we had Mike Carpenter on, and he was walking by the elite pits, and I guess Aaron Stanfield's wife was standing there, and he heard someone scream at him, and he turned around, it was her, and she said, "Don't bet against Aaron Stanfield."
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah,
that is funny.
Yeah, pretty funny.
So yeah,
how was your weekend at the Carolina Nats?
Man, it was good. You know, got the race in, and it was hot. That's the thing is, it's crazy.
I don't want to hear it. I was at SmackDown. It was hot.
Yeah. But these guys weren't used to it. They really believed the forecast that it was going to be high in the low 80s, and then everybody got there, and it was totally all jacked up, 100% humidity, and it was wild. It was anybody's race. I mean, but we're finding out that that's every race. It's anybody's race.
Yeah. I think it was 96 or 97 there in Odessa, Missouri. So it was plenty warm, but the cars seemed to handle it pretty good. Made some pretty good licks. And then also last week we talked about Travis Harvey making his first start in NHRA Pro Mod, and that if you were on the ground, you can't lay money on it on PlayNHRA yet. But we said bet the house if you can find somebody to bet. And man, we nailed that one.
Boy, you did. I mean, he was a stud all weekend.
It was so awesome for him. Yeah, in his debut to get that win. So that's really
what we were
cool.
wondering. We were like, how many people have done that in their debut? Somebody in the comments yesterday said J.R. Gray may have. So I don't know if that's true or not.
Oh, I don't know for sure either. I don't know the statistic on that, but it was pretty awesome.
Yep. Any other news that we should be looking forward to here heading into St. Louis?
Big weekend for I never get her last name right. Julie Natas, Julie Natace, Julie Natis.
Yeah.
I wonder how you do pronounce it. Have we all been mispronouncing it? I mispronounced it.
I think we
everybody's name.
What if we all
about it.
pronounce it differently? and then we'll cover it somehow.
Yeah. So big weekend for her racing, Scrappers Racing. I mean, that's going to be huge for her. TJ Zizzo's back on the property, so this is his last race of the season. So that X factor of TJ being there. I mean, the guy comes to 4 races a year, goes number 1 in Chicago, has the capability of racing to the final round. So if you're a countdown car, the last thing you want to do is pull up beside TJ Zizzo.
Right. And he's done well the last couple of races he's gone to. And I also want to mention that Worldwide Technology also repaved the surface. So it'll kind of be interesting, I think, to see if drivers see a change in that or not.
Right.
It's an unbelievable track. Like, it's a great facility. It's my home track. It's where I grew up racing. Actually, I made a pass in that when it was going the other way, when it actually went the other direction. That's how old I am.
Wow.
It's a
How old are you?
I'm very old.
You can't ask that. You're the HR person, JT.
He should just use that as a benchmark. How old are you? I'm old enough that I used to race towards Interstate 44 in St. Louis.
Uh-huh. Exactly. I'm just glad that Kayla said that I was the HR person. It's finally sticking. Yeah. I'm DI's HR department, and I only have one rule. And if you screw up worse than me, you're gone. So,
but luckily that bar's pretty low.
It is pretty low or high.
Depending
on how you look at it.
Depends on who you ask.
Yeah. Right. So.
Yeah.
All right, let's dive in.
Yeah.
Some of this.
It's going to be a good week. Man.
Pro stock motorcycle.
I can't tell you how happy Matt Smith was to win this race, because the axe that they're grinding between Matt Smith Racing and Vance and Hines, it is real and it's spectacular. He loves beating those guys. He had all kinds of hot sports opinions, and the fans are starting to close that gap between Gage and Matt. And
wait till you see the odds later.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty wild. But yeah, we had him on the West Buck show yesterday, and man, he's stoked. He's ready to go. We're trying to talk him into getting into a pro mod for the Winter Series.
Oh, yeah, why not?
Why not?
Yeah, what did he say? He's driven Ricky's car a few times. Is that what he said? Yeah,
and he's went fast in it. So
yeah, that'd be exciting.
It would be.
Keep twisting that arm, JT.
I'll work on it. As much as I've been texting and calling him.
I was going to say, just texting,
Yeah, just text all the Matt Smiths. Your buddy Matt Smith will show up and be like, hey, man,
yeah, this time it's not about golf.
Wrong, Matt.
Pro stock.
The fans are right on this. I mean, they had the big four. Dallas came through big. 12% of the people thought he was going to win. It's hard to go. The big two. Erica has just so much. They have so much confidence in her. She's easily one of the most picked drivers across all 4 classes for Drag Race Bracket Bonanza players.
If she qualifies well at St. Louis, I bet you'll see over 50% fan picks.
Oh yeah,
because she's been so dominant there.
That's what I was going to say. She's done really well in St. Louis, so it'll be interesting.
Well, the odds makers sure like her there. Yeah. I mean, she's the heavy favorite.
And don't count out Aaron Stanfield. I'm jumping a little bit ahead at St. Louis, because this is the place where he doubled up a few years ago, winning Pro Stock and the Flex Jet Factory Stock Showdown. So, but yeah, the fans, they're pretty solid on this. We're going to get to some wild numbers here in a little bit as we go through these predictive graphs.
And
then funny car, Austin Prock, of course, is the 44%. So he took the majority there.
Yeah,
Matt Hagan 20% and Jack Beckman 20%.
Yeah, it's been interesting to see Beckman in the fans' eyes chew into Bob Tasca and Ron Caps's, because that's really where he has people. Hagan has stayed kind of steady, but Beckman is eating away at Tasca and Caps's confidence on the fan side.
Yeah, because Proc's been about there.
Proc's been from the jump. He's been the most picked driver in Funny Car all season, and he's been top 2 for the last 10 races. It's been him and Gage have been the top 2 picked drivers just universally.
I'd hate to get on my I'll tell you what place I got in my brackets this week. It was pretty bad, I think. Did anybody else do any good?
No, I did garbage, and I'm doing it.
I didn't pick a bracket, so I'm bummed. Yeah,
that's all right. Well, the good news is you get a shot this weekend, Kayla.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. Well, you didn't lose as many as we did that way.
There you
go. Top Fuel, Justin Ashley, 28%. Brittany Force, 25%.
AB still hasn't gained. I don't know what people don't get on the AB train, but the guy's killing it, and he's I think he's just kind of falls in that mix of really popular guys that there's just so many good cars in Top Fuel. But I'd like everybody to wander down to the bottom of this list to Doug Foley with 0.15% of the people. The guy was competitive in the final round. So we had almost 2,000 brackets filled out. So at that rate, that meant basically 26 people picked him to win the race, which I don't have any way of really telling how many people did the randomizer button or how many of Doug Foley's family and friends played.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say
that if your level of confidence in Doug Foley for picking him, you're either a guy like me who might be doing his PR, or you're his brother or neighbor or whatever, or the randomizer button. So, but that is.
We've said this before, but I think Top Fuel is as competitive top 1 through 16s it's ever been in its history, and to have a guy like Doug almost win and only have 0.15, it's kind of mind-blowing.
It is when you go down through this list of drivers over here on the right hand side. I mean, from top to bottom, pretty.
If any one of them won,
even, I mean, yeah,
there's a few that would say, "Boy, that's really surprising," but it wouldn't be shocking. And I think that, no offense to the guys in Pro Stock or Pro Stock Motorcycle or even Funny Car, Top Fuel, if Ida wins a race, they go, she's been running good.
Right.
If Doug Foley would have won, they would have been like, well, he's been to a final. I mean, it wouldn't be like earth shattering. It would be impressive, and you'd be super happy for him. But, if, no offense to Derek Reese, and I'm just pulling out names, Derek Reese, Chris Bostic, Buddy Hull, and Funny Car, that guys have, if they won, you'd be like, holy F.
Yeah, if you went down through this list, I agree. And this is kind of a short field this week, or this coming week too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So that's amazing. That's what makes the sport so insanely fun to pick. And I had people coming up to me on Sunday, just right after first round, either saying, I picked Doug Foley and my bracket, I feel good about my bracket, or my bracket's ruined. Like after the first round.
Half the people that told you they picked Doug Foley, though, you're assuming they're lying to you, correct?
Of course you are. Oh, yeah, for sure. No picture, no proof.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Picker, it didn't happen. Right. That's not what they say.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, here is our totals from after the Carolina Nationals, and you guys moved up.
So close to not having Vinny Three Fingers Finelli come and break my kneecaps.
I'm telling you, you were on IOUs completely last week. So, but
oh no,
Elon won 130.50 and Rex won 196. I lost 111, and Mike actually with his picks last week went plus 439.10. So that's the best Mike's done so far as well. Yeah.
Nice. And I think JT, this is your first loser weekend, isn't it? Probably.
I think it may be. Yeah.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
but I did take a few swings and I liked it. Yeah.
But you can when you're playing with house money.
That's right, baby.
Has Mike been your best guest picker so far? Would you say?
He's the only one that's won money yet.
Yeah.
Well,
okay. So I got to do better than that.
Between the two times that he's been on, though, he's only up 39.10. So
okay.
I didn't want to tell him that when he asked. I didn't want to break his heart. He felt so good about himself.
You guys over there thinking about making a truck payment, and JT's like, "Hey man, nope. You might be able to take your wife to a Longhorn Steakhouse."
Yeah, maybe not even that. Maybe like a Colton's
or Arby's. Right. I still need to get my Arby's from the U.S. Nationals. Yeah.
And then let's go into Denzy's Deetz.
Now it's getting serious.
Okay.
All right.
Start here with top fuel on Denzy's Deetz.
It's all AB all the time in St. Louis. It's got to be. He's won there so much. He's on a roll now. The other guy is Steve Torrance. I mean, Denzy, lays it out. Finalist 6 of the last 7 years. Those are the guys. But then he points it out. I mean, I love me some Josh Hart. That's my long shot. I'm going to put some money on him. He's been to the finals there. If Josh Hart can stay away from Steve Torrance, I think he can win this race. Josh has raced Midwest Nationals 3 times. He has been eliminated 3 times by Steve Torrance in the semifinals, in the finals, and in the first round last year. So if Josh can stay away from Steve Torrance, I like his chances.
And Brittany's done well there too, right?
Yeah. She's been number 1 qualifier there. But I'm beginning, she hasn't won. This is coming up on 2 years since she's won a top fuel race.
Mm-hmm.
Has it been that long?
That is crazy. That's crazy to think about. Just like the stat that came out after Antron moved into the points lead, he hadn't been in the points lead since 2017.
Wow.
Oh, wow. I don't know if I knew that.
Yeah. I mean, that Phil Burgess brought that up in the press room, and I was like blown away that not once, in almost a decade, as good as that team's been, now he's back in the points lead. And I mean, it's going to be, once you're in the points lead at this point in the season, it's a pretty good spot to be in.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
Now on to Funny Car.
Man, Matt Hagan, I mean, Denzy thinks he's on a roll, but to me, I just don't see any way Austin Prock gets derailed here. He's so good. That car's been so good. Roberts won a ton of races here. Mm-hmm. That it's going to be hard to get away from being odds-on favorite on Prock. Denzy thinks, Beckman has a shot. He's won here a couple times. But really, it's all Prock all the time, and maybe Beckman or Hagan could give him a run for his money.
Rex was on that Hagan wagon last week, right?
So close.
You were so close.
You were. Yeah.
That would have really helped you, too. I forget what his odds were last week, but
it was pretty good. It was pretty good, JT.
Pretty darn good.
I could have went to a nice dinner at the Texas Roadhouse.
571.
Oof, yep. That would have been a good payday.
Mm-hmm.
And then Pro Stock.
This is really becoming a nice little battle here. They're changing the points lead. You got Aaron and Dallas duking it out, and then Greg and Erica. Greg and Erica have done so well here, but you look at Erica, 7 finals and won 6 times. It's tough. It's tough for her to not look at Erica seriously here.
Will that new surface put a wrench in some of these past stats?
It kind of throws things into the mix a little bit, I think.
Makes you wonder, because a lot of the data that you have isn't going to be quite the same, right?
Yeah.
What I will say here also is that St. Louis is real door car country. You talk about Jerry Haas and Bickle being there and all those, like, it's real door car country. So as tight as this racing is in Pro Stock, the fans will be all over it. They'll win
for sure.
Pro Stock motorcycle.
And how about Denzy going all in on Matt Smith?
Yeah.
He's he's won here more than anybody else. Gage, has not that much experience, but I think, Matt Smith right now, his confidence is so high. He I don't want to say, the worst thing that could happen to him is he could get overconfident, which is very hard for him to do because he's still got that big chip on his shoulder. I think he's going to try to just hold on to this points lead and just grind it out.
Good information, y'all.
For sure. You'll get that. You sign up for Drag Race Bracket Bonanza. You'll get that, all this stuff Friday morning. Get your picks in. And then
and there's a ton more information than what we're showing as well.
Yeah,
so.
For sure. For sure. All right, now let's get to where I can start digging myself out of this hole here, JT.
I was going to ask you guys, there's weather coming in. Do you think, I don't want to speculate or anything, but do you think the race will get in this weekend?
Yeah,
do you think it's obviously going to affect the tune-up?
It's going to affect qualifying for sure. It's going to affect qualifying for sure. I think they're Sunday's looking pretty clear. Friday and Saturday, they'll just brutalize us and keep everybody at the track to try to get one run of nitro in each day. And it'll be one of those 14-hour days to get one run of nitro in.
Yes, I've been out there on those 14-hour days.
Oh.
Like, I had never been to a drag race, I feel like, where it was cold, right? Like, I had to wear jackets and sweatshirts because, normally you're trying to wear tank tops and wiping the sweat off your brow and, trying to find any shade that you can. But St. Louis, I want to say, is the first place I went to where I had to wear a sweatshirt and a jacket at the track. And like you said, 14-hour days, you're there where it's raining and they're trying to dry the track and it's cold and it's windy. And man, St. Louis is a crazy place.
This is Missouri for you, though. We went from record highs,
True.
last weekend at the race for the SmackDown. And then they're going to roll in for this NHRA race with a high of on Friday of 70, 73 on Saturday, 78 on Sunday. Yeah. So, a little bit different weather conditions. And 90, it's showing 91% now for Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
not good.
It's gonna be not good. But they're going to have to get the race in, I think, because Chris Blair's got a big double divisional the next weekend.
Right.
Oh, that's right.
So they can't postpone because then it goes. I'm hopeful that if they could get at least one round of racing in on Sunday, then they could just move the rest of the eliminations to the Stampede of Speed at the Fall Nationals and make that the most banger drag race in the history of drag races, with a divisional on Monday and Tuesday, go right into the Fall Nationals on Wednesday, Jegs All-Stars, and then 2 national events on the weekend.
Yeah.
Every round
the countdown.
Every round would be an elimination round like they did at Bristol that year after they had to move Epping.
Man, that'd be awesome.
That's right.
That would be insanity.
Yeah. And I was also wondering, do they do that sort of stuff like countdown races? But I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see.
Let's see. Oh, look, he's coming right out.
All right. This is the good stuff.
Yep. Austin Prock, of course, clear favorite. Bob Tasca, then Hagen, Caps, and J.R. Todd.
So, Kayla, you got $400 to spend here, right?
Thank you. I was going to say, can you guys kind of give me the quick download here?
Yeah.
Okay.
$400 a week spend.
You can split it up however you want.
Split it up. Yeah, you can do however you want to do it. You can ride with one person. You don't have to put it 100 on each class either. You could
go 400 on Del Creek
here or 400 here. Yeah, and nothing on the others. So,
and that's it, right? All in on one person.
No, you could, but
if I wanted, okay.
If you wanted to, but then if you hit, I promise you, we would have NHRA immediately investigate you.
Right, exactly. I only know how to bet on horses and blackjack. Those are the only 2 games gambling I've ever done. $2 win play show on the horses. Yep. So drag racing's a little different. So
it is.
Different, I'm excited.
So if you've never done this before,
no.
If you bet 100, let's say you bet 100 on Ron Caps, so your payout would be $870.
Okay.
So you win $770, and then you get your $100 back as well. So.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes total sense.
Yep.
Yeah. You want to let Kayla go
negative
first?
Odds. It would like, say if that was negative 278, you'd have to place $278 bet to win 100 when it's negative odds. And the only person that we've seen in negative odds since this has started was Gage Herrera.
Gage Herrera.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I do remember you saying that before.
Do we want to let Kayla go
lead us off?
Are you going to let me go first? The guest picker? Okay. I feel like college game day, right? I don't know if you guys watch college game day, but I'm going to be the guest picker. I'm excited. Okay. So I'm going to split this. I'm going to do 50 on Austin Prock and then 50 on Jack Beckman.
Ooh.
You sure you've never done this before?
Yeah, that's what I did last week.
I've watched you all do this before. So I was like, like I said, I did my homework. I knew how the show was structured. I knew what to kind of expect. And yeah, I'm ready for this.
Great odds too on the Jack Beckman pick.
Yeah.
13-18.
I'm going to go 100 on J.R. Todd. I've got a good feeling. I think he's due. He's run well here, but give me the yellow fellas.
Well, it wouldn't be for a lack of you picking him a lot.
I know.
It's got to pay off sometime, right? That's right. What happens though. Like these people that pick their lottery numbers the same every week, and then they forget one week and it hits.
Yeah,
that's my mom. She always picks the same lottery numbers.
All right, Rex, who you liking?
Yeah, I'm gonna mix it up here a little bit. I'm gonna kind of take the field here. I'm gonna go 25 on Pasca, 25 on Hagen, 25 on Caps, and then 25 on Beckman, with the thought that those are the guys are really the field outside of Proc. So that's kind of where I'm going with
that. I like it.
Strategic.
I'm going to do 50 on Proc, and that's just kind of protecting the money there, I think. And I think he kind of got to at this point,
big
right?
Stack. The big stack. Yeah. Got protected down the stretch.
And I'll take Hagen.
You're going to go 50 on Hagen, or what are you going to go on Hagen?
Yeah, okay. 50 on Hagen. 682.
I think that's a solid choice.
Yeah.
278. Okay. Yeah, lots of good bets here though, and these odds are just wild when you get down here. All right. Top Fuel.
Oh, here we go.
Pretty big field for Top Fuel this week.
Yeah.
It is like what, 20 cars maybe?
Yeah, there's 20 cars. So
wow.
I will dive in with 50 on Justin Ashley and 50 on Antron Brown. And how Antron Brown doesn't have better odds than that is a little surprising. I would expect him to be closer to the Doug Coletta odds.
Right.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
But I will take it.
Really, it's kind of, I noticed this earlier, the favorite to win this on the odds is Doug Coletta, and the odds start at 761. So,
right.
I mean, I'm going to take I'm going to take AB, and I'm going to take it for 100.
Well, I feel a lot better about my $50 bet now.
I don't know.
Okay.
House money, remember? Even?
Yeah.
So I think Doug is going to break through this weekend. So I'm going to take 50 on Doug. And then just to kind of have a little safety net security blanket, I'm going to go with Antron Brown. 50 on him.
Boy, Kayla really did do her homework. And she's also setting the pace with a glass of red wine.
Oh, you saw that? You saw that? Hey, it's after 5 here.
Add a little bit of class to this thing of like.
Yeah.
Strong. Yes. And it's also in a real wine glass, not out of just,
Yes, I'm trying to just, sip on it over here.
But, God, boy,
you can chug it. You can do whatever. That's what we do at DI.
That is by Caleb, just casually. I just caught that out of the corner of my eye. I was like, oh, she's just sitting here making her picks, just enjoying a nice rose. Nice little.
Who would have thought Caleb would be drinking and I'm not?
Yeah.
Oh, JC, I thought for sure you'd have a Coors Light in the koozie somewhere.
Yeah, if you had that on your bingo card.
It's definitely going to rain this weekend.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
oh, no.
The house would have had the odds pretty stacked against that, JT.
I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Okay, Rex.
Rex,
I'm I'm going to put 50 on AB. I mean, plus 902 is just insane given the tear he's on. And then I'm just going to tell you, nothing has changed from last week. Tony Stewart is still smoke. And his crew chief is from that area. Neil is right around the corner. That's his home track. You cannot stop that crew for very much longer.
Yeah. And then, now this is a guy that's always going to bet the same lottery numbers no matter what right here is Rex on Tony Stewart. It will eventually hit.
And it's going to hit for plus 14 hundo.
Yep.
So, I mean.
All right.
Yeah. And you can say, I rode with him all year.
All year. Yeah. I needed it to hit for 1,400 because I've wagered $2,500 on him to win that 1,400.
Well, I mean, if you look at these odds, right? So anything less than 2,000 says that means the odds makers think they're going to win more than one time per year.
Yeah.
Right. So when you look at that, and we haven't been doing this whole year, so the odds should be in my favor.
They should. They should.
What's that
and
movie?
If you're watching and you want to dive in, head over to NHRA.com/PlayNHRA. Yeah, their odds are ever in your favor.
My favorite. Hunger Games.
Right. Julian Toss down here with some crazy odds.
Yeah,
I would. Sheesh, we should probably throw some money down there, guys. I mean, my God.
She's getting into a quality car, but it's just a tough. That's a tough deal. You gonna mix it up there a little bit, JT? And
man, I thought about it. Jeez.
She said she's on. Go ahead.
It's not like Scott Palmer can't find a win light either. I mean, there is money to be made in the bottom half of this, this tip sheet.
I'll do 25 on Scott Palmer.
We talked him into it. Nealon.
All right. Well, I'm going to put 25 on. I'm going to put 25 on Julian Toss then.
Hey, dividends.
I was going to go with Julian Toss, and then I thought, well, I partied pretty hard with Scott over the weekend, so I owe it to him to pick him.
Yeah. That is funny.
He introduced me to Blackberry Crown. I'd never have had it. It was pretty good.
It's good. Yeah.
What wasn't good was the Wild Turkey 101 for Evil Knievel Thursdays. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Woo.
That is
okay. Pro stock.
All right, Rex, you want to get us started?
Now these are crazy though. Erica coming in.
I don't know.
At plus 251. Yeah. Dallas Glenn, who won the event last weekend, at 680. I mean, that's how dominant she has been at St. Louis.
Yeah, right. And Aaron Stanfield, who's 5 out of the last 8 races he's won, and at 733, and Greg Anderson is a stud right there with him.
Yeah. I mean, it's just wild. When I saw Erica's odds that came out, I was like, wow.
Yeah. What do they know that we don't, JT?
All right. This is my favorite class, and I have no idea. I just have no idea, and it's absolutely my favorite class. So, you guys are just gonna make fun of me, but I'm gonna go again with let's give 50 to Erica because I just think she's due, and then the other 50 is gonna go on the value bet here, which is Jed Coughlin Jr. again at 1350.
I say that's a solid pick too.
It's too good, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 50 on Erica and 50 on Greg Anderson.
Pretty good. 762. The odds there, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Kayla, who do you like?
Okay. I'm going to do 50 on Erica as well. But I think I'm also going to take another elite car and go 50 on Aaron. I think those guys are going to be hungry this weekend because I didn't win last weekend. and their streak was ended, so they're going to get it this weekend.
And you just want that attaboy from Jolie, right?
I do.
Yeah. We all crave that validation.
She can DM me now. No, just kidding.
I'm going to do. I'd like to take Erica, but she just doesn't have really good odds there to win a whole lot. So I think I'm going to put my money somewhere else and just take a gamble on it. I'm definitely going to go with Aaron Stanfield. Do 50 on him at 733. And then I'm going to do 50 on. Should I just close my eyes and pick one down here?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to do Dallas Glenn with 50.
All right, so we've kind of got money spread around all the top 4 guys. And, top 5, because Rick's been in a little bit on Jeg, so that's good. I like that.
I mean, it's such a tight class. It's hard. It's hard to pick them.
It really is. This one I struggled with. I was like, I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah. I'm going to do that 20. I'm going to do 25 on Corey Reed.
Oh,
well, that's
a good one.
That's a good little
at 39.98. 50 to win $2,000 basically.
Wow.
All right.
Need to hit one of those,
Yeah. Somebody needs to hit one of those this year just for kicks and grins.
It would be fun, wouldn't it?
That would be.
Okay, Pro Stock Motorcycle.
First time ever.
First time. Yep. First time he's ever been negative odds. So
crazy.
Wow.
It is. Win probability still 48.94.
Yeah. I think I've got $75 left, JT.
Yep.
And I'm going to put all 75 of it on Richard Gadsden.
Ooh.
I don't hate that at all.
At plus 12.18. I like it. Rex, what are you thinking?
Well, that's where my money is. But I have 100 left. And so those odds at 12.18, I couldn't pass them up.
You going Gadsden as well? Kayla, who you liking?
Oh gosh, guys, I don't know, because I feel like it could be Angie Smith. Gianna's done so well these last couple of races.
Yep.
Or is it Steve Johnson's turn to finally to win this year? But it's hard not to pick the favorite Engage and, Matt right behind him. So I think I'm going to go 50 on Gage and then predictable, I know. And then let's do 50 on, I think I'm going to go with Gianna. My wild card.
Yep. I was on the Gianna train. A lot of times she's my pick in Drag Race Bracket Bonanza. For whatever reason, just the way when I'm doing my ladder and I'm just kind of just firing them, I'm like, you know what? I feel good about this. And she got me to the finals.
And I know Denzy said Matt this week, but I'm going to go against his advice here. Sorry.
We're all so funny. Denzy, please tell us what we should pick. And then we all go, man, Denzy, you're so smart, but I'm going to ignore you. I love you and your chubby bearded face, but I can't,
It's gambling, right?
It is.
You gotta take chances. So
I'm gonna go 25 on Angie. And again, I am just betting these because of the odds. Gage and Matt aren't gonna win a whole lot for you, so
also real quick. Reading winner Hector Rana Jr. at plus 29.40.
I know.
Come on now. Mm-hmm. That's got JT Hudson written all over it.
Well, it does, but so does Steve Johnson at 34.59.
Oh, even better. Yeah.
See? Told you.
Yep.
Well, am I right in remembering this correctly? Did Ryan Oler win there last year? Is that where he won last year?
I don't know.
I can't remember who's the defending event champion in pro stock motorcycle.
Yeah.
I clearly
Flying Ryan. That's what I should have took. I should have put money on my boy Flying Ryan. He is my boy.
Yeah. All I remember, and this is terrible, Angie had that really bad accident there last year, and a lot of the Matt Smith camp pulled out of that last round of qualifying.
Right.
And I don't remember who all went on race day. So, I mean, it could have been Ryan. I don't know.
I'm old, as we've already addressed here, so it's not quite what it should be, but I thought that was correct. So,
well, let's just.
Or so are you looking, Elon?
I'm looking real quick. Hang on. I gotta get to the right spot here. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I feel like that sounds right, Rex.
I feel like it could be two, or like I said, Steve Johnson. He might have won. I don't know.
If you're ever at an event as well, and you see Ryan
so
there,
close, Rex, that the St. Louis winner last year was Gage Herrera, who beat Eddie Krawick.
Oh.
No, if you're ever at an event and you see Flying Ryan there and the El Bandito Mustangs,
yes,
you got to go get signed up for it. It's a blast, driving those. Kayla's done it as well. Elon, have you done it?
I'm actually going to do it media day. We're bringing them in for media day before the Fall Nationals, the Monday before the race. We're going to have a bunch of drivers here, a bunch of media people. If you guys are in town, you're obviously welcome to just tear it up. We're going to have two of them, and we're going to have Tony Schumacher, Buddy Hull, Kevin Kinsley, Terry Haddock, and maybe a couple other, as many of our Texas drivers as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's really fun.
They are.
You loved it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, they get up and go. It's a lot of fun. I got to race my husband, who, come to find out after I raced him, had never gone down a drag strip before. So it was his first time. So
wow.
It was a lot of fun. He treed me. I will admit it. He left before I did, and he crossed the finish line before I did. But I think I had, what was it? The lowest or the quickest or the fastest speed? I don't remember, something. But we did as a team down in Bradenton. It was fun.
It was.
Nice.
We had several people on our team go down it that never had been down a drag strip.
Yeah.
Several people had never even done a burnout. I couldn't believe it. Well, Nancy,
Nancy.
Yeah.
Hey, but she did it. It was fun.
She did. She had a good time.
Well, so. I'm excited to see how Kayla does, because having Kayla on is a lot more fun than having Mike on. And she brings more to the table.
Oh, ouch, man!
She brings more to the table. She's drinking on. She's now, pulled the tab off. So now I feel comfortable these last three races, cracking a Miller Lite or Coors Light while we're doing this.
I know. I should have got me. I should have got me got a 12-pack from the store next door, and that could have got me at least wetted my whistle a little bit. Then who would have known though? I would have probably bet all my money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
Well, other than that, guys, we had the Top Fuel head-to-head here. Some pretty fun matchups. I think these would be fun if you can go through and pick them. It's basically even money again. So,
and we'll get a chance just with PlayNHRA for Texas and California. Those states only have fantasy legal right now. So Underdog will be doing the deal where you can
the better or worse,
and you'll be able to parlay it too, I think. So you'll be able to do better or worse, or like Justin Ashley 2.5 rounds. Ron Capps 2.5 round, all that stuff. So that'll be cool to do on PlayNHRA.
I meant to check this weekend on the DraftKings Pick 6, which is basically better or worse.
Right.
You can parlay them together. I meant to check to see if they had drag racing on there yet on that deal, but I forgot to do it. So I will check this weekend.
Yeah.
But these
self-serving Drag Race Bracket Bonanza promo real quick. Drag Race Bracket Bonanza is now an affiliate program on PlayNHRA. So when you get your Friday Denzy's Deetz, you can click through the link, and we have a Drag Race Bracket Bonanza PlayNHRA landing page. So you can either do you can do your football bets, basketball, baseball, whatever you want, and or drag racing if you're eligible for that. But definitely check us out, because it's love to get some of that affiliate money flowing into Drag Race Bracket Bonanza. But
yeah,
it was very cool. NHRA reached out and was like, hey, we'd like to talk to you about that. So we just started last week. So
that's great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is great. All right, y'all. So you guys are headed to St. Louis.
Yep.
Are you going to St. Louis, Kayla?
I'm not. I'm sitting this one out. I went last year, but Craig will be there.
Craig will be there?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
And I'm thinking about possibly, I don't know what day I'll end up going or not. So if we end up getting there, we might have a little meetup or something.
Yeah, for sure.
But
yeah, for sure. We can at least stand on the starting line and bet fake Monopoly money.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I know there's a casino. It's called DraftKings and Casino Queens. So, since you can't bet on drag racing, you could always go hang out there if you wanted to.
Bet on my Steelers. Bet on my Steelers.
Yeah, and this track's on the Illinois side, right? So yeah, you can place bets at the track.
That's right.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I think we'll have fun, guys.
The more states that they get it legalized, the more fun it'll be at these tracks whenever you're watching them. Yeah, I think in the more tracks or more states that we get in on it, I think that we'll have more of a chance to do some of these parlays and
I agree.
Possibly add it in maybe Pro Mod or something like that as well. So that'd be really cool. And of course, Elon's been really wanting some of these side bets. So,
boy, I want to try to get my. What I really want to do is I want to be able to, when we can get the NHRA to overlap with the NBA, so I can get my Josh Hart versus Josh Hart bets down. Who's playing? I think he plays for the Magic now, but I can get my
Hart times 2.
Yeah, my Josh Hart versus Josh Hart bets. So.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, Drag Race Bracket Bonanza, Winlight Bets, Racers Club, and Drag Illustrated. And make sure you get on and fill out your brackets on, was it usually Saturday mornings?
Yeah, basically? Saturday night. So you can sign up anytime, but the brackets will close right after Q4 on Saturday night, and then we'll close them. I think we race at 11 o'clock Central, so you'll have just about 12 hours, 16 hours to fill your brackets out, and then it'll be good to go.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you all taking the time to be here today. Thanks, Kayla, for joining us.
Kayla.
And you can join us anytime, Kayla. They'd probably better look at you than to look at us.
I'll stop. But thanks for having me. I'll definitely be back.
Perfect.
All right. We'll see y'all. We'll catch you next time. Remember, gambling money has no home.